Yeah, I was like, I swear to God, it fucked me up. ¿Cómo está? St. Augustine was beautiful. The place is amazing, except for this shit right here. What is it? The spit and mucus of like 10 plus shamans. They throw it in the ground to ferment for like 2 months. Probably there's some magic mushrooms in there as well. I mean, these are the gifts we were given on the road. And I think...
honestly, fuck that shit, dude.
He drank it. I know Patrick drank it. It made a mess. It smells.
That's also where we're going.
That's what we're doing for these drives right here. We are headed to MACOA. If you look on a map where MACOA is, we're deep in the bush. Because tomorrow we got a really big drive. Trampolin of Death. So it's a long drive. It's gonna probably take 5 to 8 hours. Never know exactly, but enjoying the drive to MACOA now. I think we've seen about 5 cars. 5 cars? If that. So just a lot of us on our own, getting shit charged, getting content out, and bringing all the good shit to you. Yesterday had a really incredible drive. Scenic drive like all these parts of Colombia's been. Roads were bumpy, roads were crazy, but it was definitely worth it. Pat, go ahead and cue that montage in for us.
He told you that was cool. Well, we discovered this morning that the bumpy roads to get over here to MACOA, we lost the gas cover. So right now you got a full tank and gas just funneling out of the tank. So right now we're trying to find a gas cap before we hit this Trampolin De La Muerte. Just in case.
My name. Your name?
Hold on. It looks like a metal piece ripped off the gas tank. And the Trampolin of Death is going to take 8 hours. It's like 10:15, so we'll be driving on it at dark if we don't leave right now. We have a bunch of guys helping us to tie a rubber sock. We got this guy really interested in what I'm saying.
So this guy in the white shirt here,
Amigo.
This guy in the white shirt here owns the shop down there. Looks like a woodworking carpentry store. And this guy in the yellow has been helping us out. Let him know what the problem was with the gas tank. He's trying to jimmy rig us a replacement one right now. Fingers crossed.
It's already been a long day. It's only going to get even longer. We got the Trampolin of Death. We got to drive. We found out our gas tank snapped. Luckily we found Renee over here. Renee put together a piece of wood from a block down to a gas tank, gas cover in 15 minutes. Like it was nothing. Thank you so much, Renee.
I didn't read one good thing. Like not one. I didn't see one person who was like, I saw one person who was like, yeah, I mean, you could definitely do it. Everything I read and every video was like, no. And then the thread he pointed me to on Facebook, where he's like, yeah, I talked to people, and someone posted a photo of their vehicle smaller than this with skinnier vehicles, and it says, you decide. And the
vehicle was wide as ours.
It gave me it gave me much less confidence from that's his information he's going off of.
I mean, honestly, like worst case, we end up driving in the dark. We could maybe turn it into some fucking content or something.
What just happened?
That was so crazy. So we got stopped by those friendly policemen, and when they went to check our papers, we realized that our permission for the bus expired exactly yesterday. So originally they said that we could continue forward, but we had to leave the bus here, which obviously wasn't an option because it has all of our shit on it. So they had a little powwow for 5 minutes, called me over and said that if in our movie we make them look good and say that they liked Americans, and if we don't tell any of the other police on the road that we didn't get the stamp, that they would let us go today. So we agreed to it. It sounds like a pretty fair trade to me.
What the fuck? This is
Amazing.
There's no contrast at John McCall. Almost there. Driving to the hidden valley. Hold that ranch. Max, you want to ask something right here? On the subject of making things your bitch, that's what we did to the trampoline to death today. Death-defying, bouncy. I want to say it was almost too easy. Let's get some coffee with no sugar. Trampoline of life.
I mean, it burns your nose. Kids, you don't need to do drugs. All you gotta do is eat raw red onion. Don't worry about my eyes watering.
I'm right.
He's eating an onion in one hand and a lime in the other. He's eating an onion with one hand and a lime with the other.
It's a snack of someone who thinks ahead, clearly.
Catch all my bases. Greens, reds, whites.
Is this a normal snack for you?
You know, the thing about snacks.
Should I bogart that onion or what?
You're such an onion thief.
Thank you.
Lime, senor?
Everyone I hang out with does eat shit like this, weirdly.
Delicious. That is a strong tasting snack.
Oh my god.
For bold people.
Is it worse than you thought it was going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's worse than you think it's going to be.
Hey, don't you come after me.
San Francisco, where horses eat on the side of the mountain, dogs battle, and they have a new kind of poncho we've never seen before. A furry poncho.
Just had a great day up on there. Hopefully the rest of the road, 2 hours. Smooth road the rest of the way. I don't even think it's going to be 2 hours.
Into Pasto.
And
before we cross the border.
And our papers are illegal, so we got to get past the border as fast as we can.
So today is the 26th, and our papers expired yesterday. Well, a 5, all you need to do on the 25 is convert it to an 8, just add a little circle. So what I'm doing right now is I'm forging our Diane document so that we can buy ourselves 48 hours here in Colombia, so we don't have to spend tomorrow in Pasto trying to get this paper redone.
It's between a 5 and an 8, really. Just a fucking backwards S. That's the real only difference.
Most 5s want to be 8s.
That's
right?
true.
That's true. And no 8s want to be 5s. Trans number.
This number's fluid.
Fluid number.
There's a really subtle
You can do any math you want to.
Never heard of numerical fluidity before.
You get to add an extra 3 to everything you do. Woke.
Do confused numbers just become prime?
Successful drive over the trampoline of death. We survived. It was an insane day. Just finished a quick night's rest in Pasto, where we found the Denny's of South America was needed. Now we're on a drive to the border. It's our last day in Colombia. Memories, things I want to forget, things I never want to forget. And I guess the next road ahead of us is Ecuador. So I'm sort of living in this awe-inspiring, gut-wrenching, deeply, I don't know, I can just feel deeply for what's going on behind me. So we've been standing in line here at Ecuador, at the border for Ecuador from Colombia for almost 5 hours now. We've got like 2 hours more to go. But that's not what really matters. We started talking to some people and discovered that somewhere around 80 to 90% of this line is refugees from Venezuela who are fleeing from the country, who are taking buses, getting out illegally, legally, whatever way they can to go make better lives. And it's, you see these things on the news, you hear about them, and then when you're on the ground talking to them, it's a completely life-changing experience. And lastly is the story he was telling me. I was like, this line's taking forever. Like, I'm complaining, this line's taking forever. And he's like, whoa, back in Venezuela, he's like, this line's nothing. Everybody gets a card with what day of the week they get to get food on. And whatever day it is, Monday, Tuesday, they go wait in line for almost 24 hours. We're all homies. They're gonna follow our podcast because they got Instagram still. So it's all molded and connected together.
Action.
Coño del Maduro. Nothing like a good batch of huevos to get you rejuvenated after waiting 10.5 hours at the Ecuadorian border behind a line filled with Venezuelan refugees escaping from their government.
It's been more than just a 10-hour wait. We've been traveling for a good week, living in the bus, living in a hostel or two. We're just 2 hours outside of Quito now. It's called Ibarra. We're so happy to get to where we're going. It's been so long, so arduous, but it's going to be well-deserved when we get there.
Now we're outside Quito, trying to make good use of my time before I get in. We haven't even found a podcast guest yet. We don't have anyone for a bus stop, and we don't have any bus adventures. So before we get to explore this city, we gotta crunch out the work. He'll reverse on the highway to get on the right ramp of Quito.
Man, fuck the police coming straight from the underground.